We owned the waste station right on the corner of Highway 89 and Main Street in Greenville. Next to it was our home and 3 apartments that we owned. And of course, in the fire, we lost everything. Devastating, something we'll never get over.
These are very old bricks, and they're very brittle. And we don't have as many bricks as we would like to have to pick because many of them broke when they fell. So we want to treat them as gently as we can without bubble wrap.
Our building alone was burnt down in 1876, I believe, and was rebuilt in 1881. So these bricks that we're working on today were also made right there in Greenville, just down the street. Most of those bricks are over 150 years old, and they survived this fire. When we first bought the place, there was 4 bars in town. We were the last one to survive. And I mean, it was a place where it was like Cheers, you know. You walk in, everybody knows you, and if you walked in and you didn't know them, within 10 minutes you had friends in there, because that's the way everybody was in our bars. Nobody was treated like an outcast. Everybody was treated like they belonged there.
I'll hold it. Let me ask the rope.
Okay, yeah, I'll put the item really look.
I'm guessing just a batch number.
Okay, up to Daisy.
Greenville's beginnings in the 1860s and all the way through the present day, it's just been known as this quirky, colorful, beautiful little historic town. The fact that, you know, the remnants at least of 4 historic buildings have been saved is so important for the rebuild. Each one of these buildings, 3 of them being brick, these bricks were handmade in Greenville in the 1860s. We're saving them with Team Rubicon's help. That's going to be the nexus that we can rally around as a town and a community and even the county for the rebuild of the town. Even if we come back more contemporary, there's always going to be that link to our past. We've been working on salvaging the historic bricks from 3 buildings. The way station, which was built in 1881, the Masonic Hall, which was originally built as a warehouse in the 1860s, and this beautiful, cute little brick salon building all right on the Main Street corner of downtown Greenville. The fact that this is a forest fire of the scale that it is really in many ways precedent setting. The fact that it took out an 1860s historic downtown, the collaboration between people locally, the county, the state, Team Rubicon, we're in a lot of ways writing the playbook for how to manage a historic downtown devastated by a forest fire, which really, in modern context, there's not a playbook that exists at this point. Forest Lodge, where we're sitting right now, is a historic 1920s resort lodge that was a big destination up through about the 1950s. My family bought it in about 1970, and miraculously it survived the fire. The fire came right up behind and then receded for a day and then came back in and unfortunately devastated our town, and somehow this place was saved. together with community volunteers over on this property down at the base of the hill, the bricks are being transported by Team Rubicon, palletized, shrink wrapped, and then stored in a historic potato cellar, which is a big concrete bunker into the hillside. So it's a very nice connection between where we're sitting right now and what's happening a mile away in downtown.
Today we're out here with Team Rubicon. This effort has been a long time coming. We have been coordinating really closely with the county, with Team Rubicon, with Tanya Comas and the CPI Foundation on the efforts for these historic buildings for quite some time, about 6 months now. So Tanya's been out here with CPI Foundation to shore up these buildings and allow Team Rubicon and their volunteers to get in safely and remove some of the historic bricks ahead of our debris removal operations.
We're in an area that has experienced extreme trauma. People have lost homes, businesses, livelihoods, memories. This event coming together, community, Team Rubicon, the volunteers being able to get involved through the official spontaneous volunteer program through Team Rubicon is one of those great events that galvanizes everybody's hearts around something we can do together. The individual work on their own properties or through the processes of rebuild, it's difficult. It's confusing, it's difficult, it's scary. But this kind of thing is what makes it all feel like we're in this together.